Hi, and welcome to another walk around of Oldtimerfarm. This time I have a real bargain to present to you. It's this Bentley 4.25 Park Ward Coupe. It's a faux cabriolet. That means that people would think that it's a cabriolet because of the compass on the side. But it's not, it's fixed roof. So back in the day, you had 3-liter Bentley, that was very famous. Then you had the blower, like we have a car here, which is obviously a recreation. But in the second half of the 30s, you had the small engine, the 3.5, that followed the earlier 3-liter. And then you had the bigger one, the 4.25. Which is a car that was a big economic success. It was well sold. And so Bentley would sell you their chassis, their engine, of course the nose, and then another firm, a coach builder, would build your car. And so they are all very rare. And what's also very special is that most of them lost that body that they had in the 30s over the years, but this one not. This one kept its original body, and it's really rare because at the time this was the most unique, the most chic version, because most people who had the buying power to afford these kind of cars, they had drivers. Don't forget that we are only 35 years in the period that people know about automobiles. Okay, so this is a car that was built for the gentleman driver. This was a car that was built for the owner to use himself. On the contrary, where back in the day, early 1900s, where when you had a coach and you had 2 or 4 or 6 horses in front of it, you needed a driver. And a driver was a heavy job because you were in the winter, in the dirt, in the rain. And so it was a job for working people, and every house had its own drivers, or maybe 2. Okay? So here we are at the start of a period where people would drive their own car, and it would be fast, and it would be powerful, and it would be good to sit in. So this has bucket seats. It retains its original leather, which is in an incredibly good condition. The rest of the car is older restoration. That means there's nothing wrong with it, but if you look at the details, for example, the rubber of the front screen and the chromes and the finish, you see that this is a restoration that was not finished yesterday. It's a couple of decades old, but it's still good. And so you could keep this car and use it as is, or embellish it, improve it, make it better, change the color of the wheels, for example, redo the chrome, but everything is here. And sometimes in Oldtimerfarm, as we have many cars, people ask us to do a quick sale. And then there is one formula that always works, and it's quality, checked quality, at a very, very, very low price. And this is one. Normally the 4.25 is pretty easy to understand price-wise. If you have a 4-door, and they are increasingly rare because even more expensive to restore than a cabriolet, you're around 30, 40, 50, 60 for a very nice one. If you have a cabriolet, it's 200. If it's a bit mellowed down, then it can be 40, 50, whatever, but it's far over 100. So this car is in between. It should be at around 100K. Whether that be euros or pounds, it's not the same, but for the different markets, it's the same. So this has the original license plate on it. It's Belgian registered. So it's a really interesting car for someone who knows about those and who is willing to invest in improving it and making it his. So look at the price on our website, ask for the complete file, ask for the inspection file, and you will see that this is something not to be missed, because the next 4.25 coupe that comes to the market can be in 5 years. So an incredible opportunity. Have a look at the website. I thank you for your attention and see you soon.